with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, back your buddy. If you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause can't name that dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. And off we go in the divisional round. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run here with the rookie. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Not much there. And get this down inside the 40. Look him up on a second down and 8. Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try and run here with Cook. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10. Once again, it's Cook. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's second and 9. Now Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elo.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here's Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And he's into the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Forward. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run with Cook. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Extra point try by Bass. It's up and through. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Half 85.
In motion, Shakir. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll motion over Samuel. They run on the jet sweep, and he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
Now Allen on first down. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
On second down, Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. On third down, they go with Cook.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Christian Benford brings him down. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Take it in, back it in. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You can see the returner. He starts peeking at that coverage unit. He feels that pressure bearing down on them. And unfortunately for him, I think when he takes his eyes off to see who's coming down to tackle him, he fails to secure the ball. And they're going to pay the ultimate price now. He's going to put his defense right back out there on the field. And they're going to be in a tough spot trying to keep points off the board.
2nd down and 3.
Sub. All 52.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 38-yard line. It is a big run by Cook, and even 30 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll motion over Samuel. On play action, Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's in! Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Quick.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Taken in at the 8. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. A design run here for Allen. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Ravens take over first down 10 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
alert, alert!
They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Regular. Look out!
They'll run the toss with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Half 10. That's it.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Middle. That's it.
Now a give on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Allen on 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
That is fielded at the 13. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 46-yard line.
They're gonna go.
Play action now. Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. Play action. It's Allen. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
One more time going up top with Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he's got another one. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
2nd down. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
No, we changed it.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10.
Hey, hold. Done. Half. What's that?
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That is caught. What a throw. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
56, 56.
They'll start with an option play to the right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They send the tight end in motion.
Look out.
Allen going to give this to Davis. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Now a designed run. It's Allen. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
22-yard line. Brings up 2nd and
7. We're going to go right back to Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Jackson now. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Bateman is the motion man. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Up the middle they go. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. They'll come up on a second down and 8. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he is going to be out of bounds. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They will take a knee here. continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.